Good morning, everybody. Today we have to discuss about the environmental studies for the second semester students. In the previous sessions, also we have to discuss about the environmental studies in the topic water pollution, the causes of the water pollution. To continuation of the causes of the water pollution, in this session we have to discuss about the effect of the water pollution on living organisms. Organic pollutants reduces the dissolved oxygen in water, so aquatic organisms get thus suffocated and they may die. The pesticides and insecticides reach the human body through food chain and affect the nervous system. Oil pollutants kills the bird, fishes and other aquatic organisms. Polluted water is not suitable for the plantation. This reduces the agriculture production if used. Polluted water affects the plant's metabolism and disturb the ecosystem. Oil pollutants kill the birds, fishes, and other aquatic organisms. Polluted water is not suitable for plantation. This reduces the agricultural products if used. Polluted water affects the plant metabolism and disturbs the ecosystem. So, the very important organic pollutants reduces the dissolved oxygen in water. So, aquatic organisms get the suffocated and they may die. The pesticides and insecticides reach the human body through the food chain and affect the nervous system. So, polluted water reduces the soil fertility by killing the bacteria and soil microorganisms and increasing the alkalinity. The polluted water corrodes ships, piping pumps, and machinery parts. Polluted water reduces the strength of concrete structures. Phosphates, nitrates, and organic compounds, if passed into the pond or lake, the water becomes over nutrients for alive. Then eutrophication takes place in this lake. Sediment or solid forms more due to the growing and decaying of algae. 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 It results drying of the lake quickly. This property is called as eutrophication. What is eutrophication? Eutrophication takes place in this lake. Sediment or solid forms more due to the growing and decaying of algae. It results drying of the lake quickly. This property is called as eutrophication. What is eutrophication? Eutrophication takes place in this lake. Sediment or solid forms more due to the growing and decaying of algae. It results drying of the lake quickly. This property is called as eutrophication. What is eutrophication? Eutrophication takes place in this lake. Sediment or solid forms more due to the growing and decaying alga. It results in drying of the lake quickly. This property is called as the eutrophication. Polluted water reduces the strength of concrete structures. Phosphates, nitrates, and organic compounds, if passed into the pond or lab, the water becomes over nutrients for alga. Then eutrophication is takes place in this lake. Sediment or solid forms more due to the growing and decaying of alga. It results the drying of the lake quickly. This property is called as eutrophication. So controlling methods of water pollution, treatment of the drainage water, treatment of the industrial influence, control over hygienic practices, and the stabilization of ecosystem, removal of pollutants, deep fluoridation. So these are the very important of the controlling methods of the water pollution. Among them, treatment of the drainage water, treatment of the industrial influences, control of hygienic practices, and defloration. Very, very important. So, treatment of the drainage water. The drainage system should be in a proper way, and the drainage water should be treated to remove the pollutants. The drainage water should be treated by physical, chemical, and biological methods to remove the pollutants. The industrial influences or causes the water pollution. That's why when we are the treatment of the industrial influences, then automatically we have to control the air pollution, water pollution. The industrial influences contains the various toxic chemicals depend upon the nature of the industry. The industrial influences are treated by the physical, chemical, and biological methods to remove the pollutants. The state treated water can be safely discharged into the water bodies. Control over unhygienic practices. Municipal authorities should see that people should not use rivers and open ponds for washing clothes, cleaning of animals, swimming, etc. If we do that, we can control the water pollution. Water is very, very necessary to the living things. So, these are the very important controlling methods which are there. The controlling methods are treatment of the drainage water, treatment of the industrial influences, control over unhygienic practices, and stabilization of ecosystem, removal of pollutants, defloridation. So, drainage water. The drainage system should be in a proper way and The drainage water should be treated to remove the pollutants. The drainage water should be treated by the physical, chemical, and biological methods to remove the pollutants. So, to planning the city or the town, it's a very important to planning the drainage system. If the drainage system is not properly planned, then that water will be polluted automatically. That city or town also polluted, and the so many effects are there which those are living in the city. So properly planned and treated the drainage water, then only discharged into the water bodies. Industries zone also, when we are planning the industrial zones, the buffering the industrial zones, and by buffering the industrial zones, then we have to control the air pollution as well also, and water pollution influence, industrial influences which are released from the industry. Among them, one of the lack maintain the only hygienic, unhygienic products, and the poisonous chemicals, chemical influences, industrial influences, all only we have to store into the pond, a special pond, disposable pond. Then only that water should be discharged into the water sources, whatever the lakes and ponds. Then when we have to properly maintain the that special disposable pond for the industry, then we have to control the water pollution. The industry influences are treated by the physically, chemically, and biologically methods to remove the pollutants. This treated water can be safely discharged into the water bodies. So this session was completed. Thank you everyone, and tomorrow we will meet in next session to continuation of this environmental studies and controlling methods of water pollution.